In today's video, we got hidden crowd signs, creator wrestlers that can be automatic alt attires, as well as some hidden Myfaction attires. Let's get into the video. That's fatal! At number 1, we got Shelton Benjamin Retro Creator Wrestler by What's the Status. The hashtags are Shelton Benjamin and Retro Shelton Alt. Now this Shelton Benjamin Creator Wrestler will be an alt attire automatically once you download it to Shelton Benjamin in-game. Yes, these will all take up creator wrestler slots. You are downloading something from the community creations, so of course they're going to take up a creator wrestler slot. But if you want a retro Shelton Benjamin, here you go. Next up, we got Alexa Bliss 22 by What's the Status as well. Hashtags are Alexa Bliss and Bliss 21 Alt, even though it's called 22. Now, if you're wondering why she has cat ears, it's because it's supposed to be her little buns of her updated hair, but the creator of the creator wrestler added cat ears instead of the buns. I'm assuming that there is no bun option like that for an updated Alexa Bliss hair. So if you want to remove the cat ears, just go ahead and edit the attire and remove the cat ears. And because Alexa Bliss 22 is already an automatic alt attire for Alexa Bliss in-game, you can edit her attire and her looks, and she will still stay an alt attire for Alexa Bliss in-game. Next up, we got a proper BATISTA 03 creator wrestler that will be an automatic alt for BATISTA in-game. This is by What's the Status as well. Hashtags are BATISTA and BATISTA 03 Alt. Now, unlike that new hidden BATISTA model that had the retro tattoos, it still had his modern face and bald head, which is an odd choice by 2K, but hey, if they want to be lazy, whatever. So if you want a retro BATISTA 2003 creator wrestler that will be an alt for BATISTA in-game, go ahead and download this one. I was using this one a lot, and I wish we had a BATISTA like this in-game that actually had his updated hair and younger looking face. Next up, we have Becky Lynch 21, which is a hidden model uploaded by World's Finest. Hashtags are Colin Com, Becky Lynch, and Extreme Rules. It can be an alt for Becky Lynch if you want, but when you download it, it will go in your custom superstar section. If you want to keep it solo, Becky's commentary will be included. And it also comes included with Becky Lynch's hidden Money in the Bank motion. Again, if you want to make her an alt, just go ahead and switch it to an alt attire, and she will be an alt for Becky Lynch in game. We've had a Becky Lynch model that looked like this before, but this is a newer model. The hair is a little different, and she has less makeup around the eyes. Very slight differences. For some hidden crowd signs, we have John Moxley by What's the Status. Hashtags are John Moxley and MOXLEY-1133. This John Moxley does come with Dean Ambrose's hidden crowd signs that are in the game. It will be a separate creator wrestler. It will not be an alt for anyone. It's just a John Moxley creator wrestler that comes with Dean Ambrose's hidden crowd signs. Next up, we have Chris Jericho 2008 by What's the Status. Hashtags are Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho 2008. This is a Chris Jericho creator wrestler. It will come with Chris Jericho's hidden crowd signs, and it will be a separate superstar. It will be a separate creator wrestler when you download it. And finally, for the hidden crowd signs, we have Dusty Rhodes by What's the Status. Hashtags are Dusty Rhodes and Dusty Rhodes 2323. This is a Dusty Rhodes creator wrestler that comes with Dusty Rhodes hidden crowd signs that were in the files. Moving on to the Myfaction Hurt Business attires. First, we have Cedric Alexander by What's the Status. Hashtags are Cedric Alexander and Cedric hidden alt. Now, this Cedric Alexander comes with his hidden Myfaction Hurt Business attire. When you download this Cedric Alexander, they will be an automatic alt to Cedric in-game. Now, this is not a creator wrestler, this is an actual model. Status just made them an automatic alt. So when you download the Cedric, he will be an automatic alt attire for Cedric Alexander in-game. Next up, we have MVP Hurt Business by What's the Status. Hashtags are MVP and MVP hidden alt. When you download this MVP, he will be an automatic alt attire for MVP in-game. And finally, we have Shelton Benjamin with his Hurt Business Myfaction attire, uploaded by What's the Status. Hashtags are Shelton Benjamin and Shelton hidden alt. This Shelton Benjamin will be an automatic alt attire for Shelton Benjamin in-game. And there you have it. You have some hidden Myfaction attires, some more creator wrestlers that are automatic alts, and then you have some creator wrestlers with hidden crowd signs all in one video. So pick and choose which ones you want to download and enjoy enhancing your 2K experience thanks to the community creations. Till Steven out, stay proper. Peace.